we have found out.
Sorry. Yeah.
Hit continue, okay. Sorry, we went to our lawyer to find out what's that were registered to the properties. We found out that phase 2 hadn't had any of the covenants registered by the developer. So we got into a little bit of a jam here, and we're trying to clean these 3 sets up and get one together. So went back, we talked to our town planner, Mr. Jones, and this is kind of through him, we decided this would be the best route to take as far as cleaning these 3 sets up and get one set of rules in place. As of right now, our building inspector doesn't have a set of these covenants because they were only done through the developer. So we need something as a bylaw from the town to hand over to our building inspector to make sure that these covenants are being followed. So that's where we are tonight. Obviously, everybody's seen the posting at the point or received a letter, and we're here to hear everybody's opinions, concerns, questions, and we're going to take everybody's questions back to our next committee meeting with our planner. We're not going to make any decisions here this evening, probably not the next meeting as well. We're going to take our time, make sure we get these right. We don't want to make any of these decisions in haste. So we can open the floor to anybody that has questions or concerns now. You want to, if you could just click on the raise your hand icon, we can let you speak one at a time. I think would be the easiest.
All right, I'm going to June Smart first.
Hi there, I'm June Smart. My husband and I are presently the owners of lot number 14, and we are presently in the midst of selling it. And so I gave them, the people that are proposed buyers, the list of, I guess, rules that they could or couldn't do. And so I was kind of glad this came out now, because this one thing was the clothesline, which is a nice thing that that's not on there. And I guess one of the questions I'm asking is, if you have a garage, is a garage considered the one detached accessory building, or can you have the garage plus an accessory building?
Well, the way that these are written now is, I believe the garage would be the accessory building. Maybe not the intent when we wrote these up. Now that it's come to light, I believe that will change at our next planning meeting. So I guess that's to be determined, but it's not the intent.
So that you could have the garage and then an accessory building. I mean, that would only like be a shed, right? Which you kind of want, but yeah. So
Correct.
You'll look into that?
Yeah,
Yes.
that is being looked at it for sure at the meeting.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jude.
Okay. Great.
Welcome, Mr. Mayor.
All right, I'm gonna get Stacy and Lee.
Okay, so going with her question, Mr. Council person, is it going to be all right then if you guys did decide to not have a shed? Do you slam one up right now if you wanted one?
If you're following your restricted covenants right now, I believe that
Oh, okay.
would not be allowed.
I gotcha. So phase 1, that was the covenant in phase 1. I think I'm in phase 1.
Yeah, you're in phase 1, but do you have a copy of your covenants?
I'm sure they're in the legal documents, Jordan, and I remember seeing them back when we bought the property from Shaw's, so I'm sure they're.
Okay. We can't say for certain right now, but I can assure you that the shed and the garage thing will be resolved to your favor.
All right,
Jordan?
Nazir,
Hello, good evening. Mazahir here. I wanted to ask you just one simple question. Was there a reason for this minimum building requirement?
I gotta mute Randy.
Yeah, the reasoning, we didn't set this into place. This was done through the restricted covenants from the developer. And just through time or whatever happened here, how we have 3 sets of covenants, we are trying to just clean it up and get down to one size. So it's standard throughout the point.
Yes, I agree with you, but is it possible to build something smaller and more cozy? Is it required even now 1,250 square feet? Suppose one wants to buy 1,000 square feet, you know, why is it for a single person with, you want to just enjoy the place and you live there permanently? Can this not, I made an application and it was disallowed in June 21st meeting. So I'm just wondering, because I very much want to go and start constructing it. My designs are ready, everything, but I don't meet the requirements for the present covenant. So are they likely to change?
They could change their, you're not going to see anything smaller than 1,000 square feet.
Okay, but 1,000 is okay?
But nothing is in place yet. We're going to take all these concerns back to the committee. We're going to look at the 3 sets of covenants and we'll have a decision from the committee on Monday evening is our next our meeting, and then it'll have to go through council after that.
So by end of July, we should have an answer?
Yeah, we should have some by the end of July.
That's fantastic. Just looking forward to start constructing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the construction.
Okay, just, there's a couple people I'm just checking in the chat. Scott and Amy, do you have a microphone that you could turn on to talk?
Yes, we do. We were just wondering, we purchased our lot last year and we're really excited about it, but we are a couple years away from retiring. So we do plan to build there, but we're not going to be retiring for a little while. And we were just wondering if there was a timeline to build something on the property, like a house. That's our eventual plan, is to move up there, but we're not ready to do it just yet. We're just wondering if there's a timeline to do so.
No, there's no required timeline from time of purchase to time of build. There's not.
I think the timeline's when they get the permit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you pull your permit, then you have a little bit of a timeline.
Oh, for sure. Okay. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Anita Stahl, did you want to speak?
Sorry. So I just saw in the letter that right now the minimum square footage is 1,250 for one single story. Is that correct?
That is correct. That's what was posted, yes.
Okay. I don't think we have a problem with the square footage. Okay, that's fine.
With the trailer.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, thank you.
That's all. All right, Randy?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I have my covenants from when we built in '01. Now it's Schedule B. I don't know, you say there's 3 sets, so I don't know where mine come in. But we were like the second house down here, so I think this must be one of the earlier sets, I guess.
Yeah, Randy, does it have Castle Realty on the bottom of it?
No, it's just basically a couple of pages with 12 rules on it. And
With
on
all
this,
rules on it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the
I
first
can bring it into the town hall tomorrow if you want.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I think the more we have, the better here, just so we can wrap our heads around which one was put in place first and which one came in last. Like, it's kind of
Yeah,
a
because
mess.
this one's showing 1,000 square feet for one single dwelling.
See, that's
A lot
not,
of, it's sort of a lot of the same stuff as what you have on here, only there's a little bit more detail to some of the, like with the trailers and different things.
okay. Yeah, see, that'll be a different one than what we have, because the ones we have only have 8 restrictive covenants on them.
Yeah, well, unless
That one's
Unless
another
this-
set as well,
they're just missing the second page, maybe,
possibly.
because this goes to 8 on the first page and then goes 9 to 12 on the second page.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring them in tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Randy.
Second 12 on this one.
Yeah, but it's 1,500 square feet.
Yeah, Sarah Strevel says she has 12 restrictive covenants on hers for phase 1.
Okay.
So,
Hi, it's Joe Byers. Can you hear me?
There we go, Joe.
Hello.
Well,
I'm like Randy. I have the Schedule B restrictive covenants for phase 1, and there's 12, although number 8 was crossed off because of the clothesline, because the provincial rules changed for that. I also have on the front of the page, I don't know if Randy, if you have this or not, I have information only development restrictions, which speaks to the environmental protection zone, sort of the work that to do at the front of your lot, etc. So I can also give that to Bill to look at if you haven't got a copy of it.
yeah, that'd be appreciated too, because that number 8 is different than any of the 8s we have on this as well.
Yeah. And I would just like to say that, we did own lot 10 in phase 1. We now have a house in phase 1 on lot, I don't know, let's make it up, 18. And then we also own another lot on phase 1, lot 19, let's say. I don't remember the numbers, but close enough. And I have to say that choosing to live on Lighthouse Point Drive and deciding to build or not build and to build what, we were really thrilled that there were covenants. And it might sound snotty, but if we wanted to live in a sort of more camp environment or tiny house environment or trailer park environment, then we would have built elsewhere, because we knew that our neighbors were following the same covenants as what we were imposed to follow. So I know it sounds snotty and it sounds, like NIMBY-like, but I think for those of us who have already invested and chosen here, I'm thrilled that the town is amalgamating the 3 sets of whatever you've got listed as covenants and turning them into bylaws. I think that's fair and equitable for those who are already here.
Thanks for that, Joe. And I mean, that is the whole point of the restricted covenants, is to make sure everyone is on the same playing field. And like you said, that you know what your neighbor is going to build, and that's another reason why people are building down there. So.
John, would you like to speak?
Hello, my name is John George. I'm here with my wife, Debbie. I just have a few questions, I guess.
I have a few things to say.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay, good. So right off the bat, we were talking about the number of outbuildings, and I guess I just want it to be known that I'm opposed to only allowing for 1 outbuilding. Like generally, that usually goes by the square footage of your lot and how much you can populate on that lot, rather than just saying flat out that you can only have 1 outbuilding.
Because we want to have an RV shed.
Well, you can have an RV shed. You can have a house with 1 building right now. You just can't then have another let's say a gazebo down by the water or whatever. That's the way I understand it.
Is that correct?
That's correct, how you understand it there, and how we have it wrote out here in the letter that you would have received as a restrictive covenants, what we were putting in place, but like we said earlier, that is probably not what is gonna happen. We're gonna take this back, and I mean, especially after hearing everybody's opinion on how many accessory buildings and the need for a garden shed or what have you, I will definitely take a serious look at that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we bought lot number 4, I guess, last year. And I think that's part of phase 2.
Yeah.
And we did get a list of covenants. I can't remember how many were on there.
yeah, I don't know either, but doesn't matter.
The square footage, I'm not really opposed to.
Nope.
That's fine. The only other one, I guess, is not being able to park, let's say, a larger vehicle on the property. I don't know, like we have a small recreational vehicle and we're not quite sure what we're going to do with that.
So yeah, we plan on retiring there and spending our summers there, and then using our RV to go south in the winter. So yeah, we kind of would like to be able to have our RV where we live and not have to have it, you know, someplace other than that.
Yeah, we understand. We're gonna discuss this as well.
Okay.
So are we going to get a chance to sort of vote on these issues, or is this just going to be sort of presented and saying this, you guys are going to say this is the way it is, and we're going to be stuck with these covenants the way they are?
Well, I believe the way this is gonna work now that we're changing these covenants, or if we do change the covenants, they'll have to be posted again, and there will be another chance for another public meeting. And the concerns will be heard again and some discussion. I don't believe that we can just pass a new set of covenants as council or set the bylaw without having a public hearing if we're gonna change these covenants again. So yes, you'll have a chance to have your piece set again for sure.
Okay.
I would just like to say one more thing. I would like to say, I think you have a lovely town.
Thank you.
And now,
We do
and
too.
now, and now we do also. Okay, that's all I have to
Thanks,
say.
guys.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
Who else has their hands up?
Does anybody else have any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, we'll move on.
Oh,
Oh, we have one.
I just remember from Claire.
yes. So Clara was just questioning about hers that was emailed.
Okay.
I don't know if she wants us to, do you want us to pull that up, Clara? We have it on the agenda. The committee has seen it.
No, that's fine. It was just my main concern is the square footage. Just because I've already had my plans done and it's kind of a waste of money if I have to go back and make them larger. And my other concern was the additional structures, which has already been addressed.
Okay, yeah, and we received your letter and we have discussed it here and like I said, this will go to our next regular meeting as well. And be discussed with the whole committee and with our planner. So we are taking all of these written submissions seriously as well, and we'll have something back to you.
Thanks.
I'm sure I have everything.
So I guess we can adjourn the meeting.
Thank you very much for everything. It's nice airing all these thoughts and looking forward and waiting for the new covenant so that people like me and Joe who want to build now can start building. Keep waiting for that. Thank you very much.
I'd just like to thank everybody for the time for coming out and expressing their concerns. And like I said, we just want to work together as a community and make sure we do what's right for everybody. So we appreciate everybody taking some time out of their evening to come and express their concerns, and hopefully we can proceed in a positive manner for everybody.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, good night.
Thank you and good evening to everybody.
Night,
Bye now.
thanks. Mark.
Thank you very much.
And we'll adjourn the meeting at 6:25.
I'll move it.
So, Joel, second.
So we're off, we're done recording.
Thank you. Bye.